This video demonstrates how to use vectors with structs. We have a program that builds a database of people, and we initialize each of the persons, so there's 4 people, as the data type person. Person is a struct with 3 data types: the first name as a string, age as an int, and the occupation of the person as a string. We preload each of the people, or we assign the value into each of the variables inside the struct. We assign a value. So the first person is Tina, age 47, and occupation is plumber. We have a function that takes in the data type person and outputs that person's information. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So we have 4 people, and we're outputting Tina's a 47-year-old plumber, Frank's 23-year-old college student, etc. And that's all loaded inside of here. So what we're going to want to do in this video is we're going to convert each of these persons into one vector of persons, which we'll call people. So let's start off that process by making a vector. It'll be a vector of person, which is the struct type, and we'll name the vector people. We're going to give the initial size of 4. Let's go ahead and compile. We have an error indicating that the vector was not declared in the scope. I haven't forgotten to include the vector library. Easy enough. And there we have the same original output. Okay, so let's see about accessing the first person in our vector people. So we have the vector people, and at index 0 is where the first person is. We would like to change that name, or assign that name, the value of Tina. So let's see, compile, no errors. Program seems to be running fine. All right, what about if we output this first name? So we've assigned a value. Now we're going to try to access that value by outputting. Compile, execute. There we go, Tina. That's a good start. Now we could take, for the first person in the vector people, let's also assign an age and an occupation. Okay, let's see how that seems to be working. No obvious errors. So now let's try printing this person. So I'm going to copy paste the name of the function print person. Print person, the function, takes in a parameter. The parameter is the data type person. And our first person in our vector people is at 0. So let's try passing that as a parameter. Okay, compile and execute. And we have Tina's a 47-year-old plumber. So we were able to successfully output using our print people function. So I'll go ahead and convert all of these other ones over. So there we go. We've converted this over. Let's go ahead into using only the vector people. So we can go ahead and delete the person P1, P2, P3, P4. And let's compile and execute. And there we go. And finally, we can merge together each of these print persons. I'm going to just copy that, create a for loop, and we'll iterate over this vector. So I need the variable I. Okay. And while I is less than 4, and I'm going to print the person at I. Okay, let's see how this works. We've printed everybody, it looks like twice, so we can delete these print statements and compile once again. And there we go. We've converted from using many variables to hold persons, and we've converted that into a vector called people. Thank you.